Hello students, Miss Lockhart here. Let's paint our popsicles with primary colors to create secondary colors. Okay, so if you're doing this, that means you've got permission from an adult and you are going to be painting with watercolor paints. You'll need a paintbrush, a medium-sized paintbrush, and water and a towel to clean your brush with. Now, I suggest taping off all the other colors so that you only have the primary colors left, which are red, yellow, and blue. It's a nice way to make sure you don't accidentally use another one of the colors. So, you'll need your medium brush, and you want to definitely put it in the water first because we want to use a lot of water. When you use watercolor paints, water is the key ingredient. Here is my little towel. It's my paint towel. You can use a paper towel as well. And my cup of water, my medium brush. If you have a large brush, it's fine too. Really, you could even try it with a small brush. It's just easier with a medium brush. Okay. So the first color we're going to start with is red. Now, before I mentioned, you need to use a lot of water, so go ahead and make sure your brush is in the water before you get your red paint. Even want a little water left over on your brush, so it's kind of just like a little wet and drippy. You want your brush to have some water on it, so there we go. Let's wake up that paint. So right now the paint's asleep. I haven't used it yet. So when you put water on it, you're waking it up. You can see it's starting to puddle, which is good. Once you have a little puddle, you know it's on your brush too. You can start to paint. So look where I'm painting. It's on the left popsicle at the top. Just to the top for now. We need to save the rest of the space for other colors. Now I'm bringing it down just a smidge because I want it to look like it's dripping, like a popsicle sometimes melts and is drippy. So I'm doing a little bit coming down closer to the middle. Okay, now I'm going to clean my brush. I put it on my towel first, then my water to clean it real good. Towel again to make sure there's no paint left. So first towel to get most of the paint off, then water, and then towel again to check. And when you wipe your brush, if it's clear when you wipe it on your towel, then that means you cleaned off all the paint. Now I'm going to go for the blue and wake it up because I haven't used it yet. So it needs water. So you put your kind of damp brush in there and stir it around some. And then you'll have lots of paint on your brush. Now we're just painting the top with our primary colors in blue on this second popsicle. Try to just paint the top of it. We need to leave the room down below for our secondary colors and other primary color. Now I wipe it on my towel first, then the water, then the towel. See, the water's pretty clear, but I'm gonna swoosh it around the water a little bit more to get my brush even more clean because we are about to use yellow. So we need our brush to be super clean. So towel, water, do that a few times at least. And make sure there's no leftover blue on your brush. Now wake up your yellow. If it had other colors in it before, you can clean that out with a wet towel. Okay, because we want just the yellow. Now I'm putting it on only the top of my popsicle. And I'm bringing it down toward the middle like it's dripping, like I did with the blue and red. Try to stay inside the drawing, the line. Okay, good job. And remember, you can pause the video whenever you need. So now I'm going to clean my brush again. It's time for the next set of colors. It's time to see primary colors mixed together to create secondary colors. So get ready, clean your brush, and grab some yellow. Oh, I guess you didn't need to clean your brush, sorry. It's okay, it's good practice. We're gonna use yellow again, and we're gonna use it on the bottom of the left popsicle. And look what I'm doing here. I'm bringing it up toward the red until it meets the red. And if your brush has enough water on it, which it should if you've been following along, it'll mix together to create what color, guys? Orange. That's right. Now it's a light orange right now because I haven't used very much red color, or, well, I guess I do have a lot of yellow. So if I use a little more red, you'll see the orange a little brighter, and I'll do that in a moment. But do you see it? You can kind of see it still. It's light orange. Cool. Mix it around, but don't completely cover it with that orange color. We want to leave the top red so that you can see all three colors. Okay, I'm going to grab my red and just fill it into the top some, like I mentioned, so you can really tell that it's red. And then I'll mix it a little bit with the yellow to make it orange again, and you'll see how bright those colors can really be. Okay, so I added more red. Now I'm adding a little more yellow, and now you can really see how orange is created. When you can see your three colors, clean your brush, towel then water, then towel again, so we can get our new color for our second popsicle. Okay, brush is clean. The water coming off of it is clear. Now make sure your brush still has some water on it. Grab your red. It should still be pretty puddly with lots of red paint that's ready to be used. And at the bottom of your second popsicle, add your red and try to stay inside the lines and bring it closer to the middle. Okay, they're about to meet. What color do you think it's gonna make? Oh, you can see it. It's purple. Pretty cool. That's another secondary color, purple. So far, you've made orange and purple secondary colors. Great. Now, if you were to add white to that purple, it would be nice and bright, but you can still see it is purple. It's a dark purple. Okay, so I can see my three colors there. I'm going to clean my brush and move on. Towel, then water, then towel, then water. Okay, now my brush has water on it. It's ready to go, but it's not dripping with water. Like, it's not a big drip of water when I move my brush, but it still has water on it. Now I'm going to grab blue with a damp brush. It has some water, and that blue should also still be pretty puddly and ready to be used. And you can put that on the bottom of your popsicle on the very far right. And again, try to stay inside of the lines. You will paint this up so that it meets the yellow. And what color do you think is going to be made? Can you see it yet? Mix it together. There it is. It's green. Another secondary color that was made by 2 primary colors. You guys have done it. Great job. Can you see the 3 colors there? Yellow and blue make green. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to add any more colors that I think will help. Well, actually it looks pretty good. And when it dries, hopefully, my paper's not super thick, so it's got a few little dents, but when it dries, those dents will flatten out a little bit. Yours might have those too, but that's okay. You can take a paper towel to that if you want, but it will soak up your color. So you can try, and if it takes the color, add more color. Now that you know how it's made, how to mix secondary colors. Okay, I want to paint the popsicle stick brown. So I had my brush, I cleaned it, and then grabbed a little bit of brown. And this is a little harder because you want to try to stay inside the lines, and it's a skinny shape. So you might need to go slow and try your best. And look what happened here. It touched the watercolor paint above it, the yellow, and now it looks like yellow is dripping down on the popsicle stick, like it would do if your popsicle was melting. So I like that. I'm going to do it again. Okay, making that popsicle stick brown. All 3 of them. And now that they're brown, I can go ahead and clean off my brush. Okay. I think I want to do a fun extra little drip coming down from one of my popsicles. So I grabbed the blue and I put it where the popsicle is blue at the bottom. So it kind of looks like it's dripping. You can do that if you want, or you can leave it how it is if that's how you like your popsicle. I'm going to use the red from the red in the middle popsicle to make a little drop. So I'm going to add a little bit of red to the bottom there in the middle, that middle popsicle where there's red at the bottom, and make a fun little drop and puddle. You can do that if you want. Or you can leave your popsicle nice and neat. Great job, everybody. Please don't forget to submit your art so I can see it. You can submit it in Schoology in your art course. You'll see there is an assignment called Submit Your Popsicles, Primary and Secondary Colors. Thank you so much for participating. I hope you had fun. Bye. Don't forget to clean your brush and your art station where you worked. Put your artwork somewhere flat to dry. Okay, great job, everyone. Bye now.